sometimes you don't know exactly what something is, but you want to have a guess. You've got a good idea. So here are 3 phrases that you might use when you're taking a guess at what something is or is not. Number 1. Off the top of my head, I think... Off the top of my head, I think... So the first word, off, begins with an O, followed by an F, right? Off, yeah? Off, off, lower lip comes up. Off, not off, not or, but o. Off the, voiced TH, tongue either between the teeth or behind the back of the top teeth. The, off the, followed by a schwa. Off the top. Tip of the tongue comes up for the T, drops for the O. So we get the same vowel as in the word off. Off the top. Lips come together for a P. Top of, little schwa again. Pov followed by a V. So OF is pronounced of, or in this case, of with a V, but OFF is an F. Off, yeah, off. So off the top of voiced V, of my, lips come together, my, and we get this lovely open diphthong. I, tongue starts low and comes up. My head, make sure you put that H in. It's not get back there, it's not hard but soft. Wait. If you're thinking of leaving, I've got some great free resources that I'd love you to steal to help you with your pronunciation in English. So click this link and it'll take you to my website, and it's all free. Just enter your email address and you can download those and really start working on your pronunciation. Anyway, if you have to go, I'll see you soon. Head, short little eh vowel, head. I, open I vowel like my. I think. Think starts with a voiceless TH. Tip of the tongue either between the teeth or just behind the back of the top teeth. Th. Little I vowel. Th, not the, but th. Think. Back of the tongue comes up for an NG. I know it's an N, but it's an actual NG sound. Think. Tongue drops for a K. Think. Whatever. Off the top of my head, I think... So you put the stress on off the top of my head. So you're saying, yeah, I'm guessing here, but I think it's something like off the top of my head. So that's where the pitch of the voice is highest. Off the top of my head, I think... And then you would stress whatever it is that you think. Off the top of my head, I think... Off the top of my head, I think... If I had to take a guess, I'd say... So it starts with a little I vowel. If, voiceless F. If I, another I vowel. If I had, short little A, soft H. Had, tip of the tongue comes up for the D. Had to, tip of the tongue's up for the T, but we don't say the D and the T. So if I had to, tip of the tongue comes up for the D, but then it drops for the T. If I had to, into a schwa, to take, tip of the tongue comes up again for the next T, take, then we get this wide diphthong. Te, a, wide lips, take a schwa, take a guess. If I had to take a guess, so back of the tongue's up for the G, and then we release into an e, ge, body of the tongue comes up for an S. Guess, side, open I vowel again. I'd, tip of the tongue comes up for a D. I'd say, body of the tongue is up for an S. Say, if I had to make a, had to make, had to take, had to take a, if I had to take a guess, I'd say, if I had to take a guess, I'd say, so the stress is on if I had, if I had, pitch of the voice is highest, if I had to take a guess, I'd say, if I had to take a guess, I'd say. Number 3, chances are, so a ch is made with the body of the tongue close to the area just behind the back of the alveolar ridge, that bumpy ridge, about a centimetre or so back from the back of the top teeth. Ch, 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 ch. Tip of the tongue is not behind the back of the bottom teeth. It is for some speakers, but it's a bit complicated to get into. So we're just going to talk about the body of the tongue being lifted and the tip of the tongue being close to, especially at the beginning of the sound, close to the alveolar ridge. Ch, 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 ch. So everything is silent at the beginning because it's the tongue is blocking the exit of the mouth. Ch, and then it releases just a little bit. Ch, ch, get a little bit of air. Ch, cha, cha. Body of the tongue really drops for the R, not cha, cha. But in standard Southern British English, it would be cha, cha, chances. Tip of the tongue comes up for an N. Excuse me. Chances, chances. And then I get into an S, so body of the tongue is high. Chances, sizz, not suz, or sees, chances, or chances. But chances, we get that a lot with ESs on the ends of words, like houses, houses. Chances are, chances. Now that final S is a Z. Chances, buzzes, chances are, body of the tongue drops again for the same R vowel, not R. We don't pronounce that R. Yeah, we would say R. Chances are, chances are. Can you hear the voice? Chances are, chances are. Can you hear that little up, down, up? It's called a circumflex inflection. Circumflex. Long word, complicated word, you don't need to remember it. I've made another video on rising and falling intonation patterns in English, which you might want to check out. Chances are, I talk much more about that. Chances are, chances are. So I hope you found that useful, and why don't you subscribe to this channel, because I post weekly videos here every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. GMT local London time, and the co-founder of English Pronunciation Roadmap, Paul, he posts our Word of the Week every Sunday. So you get 2 free videos every week, so why don't you just hit subscribe and they'll be delivered via YouTube into your inbox, and you can come along to our channel and view those 2 videos. If you liked this video, you found it useful, why don't you hit like so you can find it easily again, and I hope to see you here next week.